Welcome back to Great Day Washington. It's time now for the Morning Mix. Sean Penn won't be setting foot in Moscow anytime soon. The actor is among 25 people added to Russia's stop list. Among the others who are banned from entering Russia, we have actor, comedian Ben Stiller. Also, there are 6 senators. They're both Democrats and Republicans. Both Penn and Stiller separately met with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. According to the Foreign Ministry's website, this move was taken to fight back against the sanctions that the Biden administration has placed on the Kremlin following its invasion of Ukraine.
I was wondering if that was going to start, because we've banned Russian players or we've banned Russian politicians, so only not surprising that it happened.
And I was reading an AP article. They talked about a permanent ban, right? Not just for this period of time, but at least in there they mentioned the permanent ban. Of course, President Biden, his family are also on that list, the initial list. Yeah.
I wonder if that list is going to grow. It's going to be
interesting. It might if this keeps going on.
Okay, this is cool. Brendan Fraser plays Charlie, a 600-pound man trying to reconnect with his teenage daughter in the film The Whale, which just debuted at the Venice Film Festival. Now, Fraser said beyond gaining weight, he had to learn a whole new way to move. The Whale is one of 23 films competing for the film festival's coveted Golden Lion Award. It's set for release in December. So far, no trailer has been released. And they're calling this a comeback for Brendan Fraser, because we haven't seen him in a while, really, since like the Mummy series, I feel like. And the movie and Brendan and the cast got a 6-minute standing ovation.
6 minutes, and now Oscar buzz. I mean, everyone's talking about him for the Academy Award, which is the first movie of this season that I feel like we've heard of somebody getting that kind of honor and being put on that list.
It would be really great, just because people love Brendan Fraser. It was obvious. He's done some good work, but we haven't seen him in a while. So what a great comeback this would be.
Waiting for the trailer. All right, also speaking of movies, Olivia Wilde's highly anticipated film Don't Worry Darling made its worldwide debut also at the Venice Film Festival. Harry Styles and Florence Pugh, their co-star as Alice and Jack, who live in the experimental company town of Victory during the 1950s. Styles says that acting takes him outside of his musical comfort zone, which of course he's known for, and we love him for.
There's so much drama surrounding this film.
Much drama.
The relationship between Olivia Wilde and Harry Styles, and then Frances Pugh and Olivia Wilde weren't getting along, and then in the middle of that was her custody battle with Jason Sudeikis.
Right,
I mean, so much.
Papers on stage. She was asked about all of this, especially her and the female co-star, and she said the internet gossip just is out there, and it fuels itself, and I think it's well fed, and that's where she left it.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see how Harry does on the big screen. A federal court in California has dismissed a lawsuit alleging one of the most famous album covers is child pornography. The man who was photographed 31 years ago as a naked baby on the cover of Nirvana's Nevermind filed the lawsuit against the band and the record label last year. Now, this image is cropped, but on the actual album, the baby's genitals are visible.
Right.
Nevermind quickly sold millions of copies, became one of the most commercially successful and critically acclaimed albums of all time. Now, the judge ruled that the 10-year statute of limitations to file such a claim has expired. Eldon's lawyer pledged to appeal the dismissal. And then there's also the thing that Eldon has recreated this shot several times over the years.
That was Nirvana's lawyer's defense, was that you've reenacted this photo. You have Nevermind tattooed on your chest. You have sold autographed copies of the album and sold it on eBay. You've made a lot of money off of this. He's been trying to sue them for $150,000 for each member of Nirvana.
Well, and it was not just the child pornography, but he's also claiming emotional distress over the last several years. So not surprising that it got knocked out. And they're going to appeal, but if the statute of limitations is there, I don't really know. I don't know law, so I don't really know what can happen. But.
Yeah, the 10 years is up. All right, The Weeknd is promising his Los Angeles fans a makeup date after he ended his Saturday night show just 3 songs in. The artist says his voice started giving out on the very first song. He felt it, he said, and then it only got worse, prompting the abrupt end to his sold-out show. It was sold out. He did offer his fans an apology. He went on stage to say it, and a full refund, saying he's going to make this up. His next concert date is later this month. It's in Toronto. Will be the next time. It's on the 22nd of September.
What else can you do at that point? I mean, as a concert goer, you want to see The Weeknd perform as full. And there have been performers out there that have been sick as dogs. And I went to a Garth Brooks concert, and he was so sick, and he was losing his voice towards the end as well. But if your voice totally goes out, I mean, what else are you supposed to do?
Well, you feel bad for that performer. They want to give the show they know they can give. And as a a member in the audience, you want to see what you have come to know coming from the Weeknd. So I think they're probably grateful that he did it in the way he did it.
Well, at least you're getting a full refund, right?
Yeah.